Toyota recently announced an electric car that has stunned the entire automobile industry. Its most significant feature is its price, just $17.99. While most people were eagerly awaiting Tesla's next move, this Japanese giant without any major event directly entered the market and captured everyone's attention. This isn't just another electric car, but a product that has forced Tesla, BYD, and several American automakers to think seriously. With low price, improved range, and advanced technology, these three things, Toyota is clearly signaling that the electric vehicle race is about to intensify. So, let's learn all about this new Toyota EV, including the technology it employs that has shaken up the entire electric market, and why it's considered a major challenge for Elon Musk and the entire EV industry. But before we proceed, if you want to be the first to receive such auto and technology updates, be sure to subscribe to our channel, Toyota's Global Legacy and Strategy. The first thing that comes to mind when you hear the name Toyota is a reliable and durable vehicle. If you look around the world, you'll find Toyota vehicles everywhere. From the US to India, from Africa to Europe, Toyota has established such a strong presence that millions of people choose it blindly. The biggest proof of this is the Toyota Corolla, one of the best-selling cars in history. This car became so popular that various versions of it were sold in over 50 countries, and even today, people consider it an example of reliability. Furthermore, the Toyota Prius was the world's first mass-produced hybrid car. While other companies were stuck solely on petrol and diesel, Toyota quietly began working on hybrid technology and launched the Prius in 1997. At that time, no one imagined that people would embrace a car running on both batteries and petrol. But Toyota proved to people that this was the future. Toyota is a true originator of the hybrid technology that the world talks about today. Now talking about the Toyota Hilux. This pickup truck is not just a vehicle but a symbol of strength. The Hilux is known as a vehicle that can navigate even the most challenging terrain without faltering. Whether in the desert or the mountains, this truck has demonstrated its strength everywhere. This is why the Hilux has become the first choice for military and industrial use in many countries around the world. The most interesting thing about Toyota is that it always enters new technologies a little late, but when it does, it disrupts the entire industry. Take electric vehicles, for example. Tesla entered the EV market early and impressed everyone with its branding. People began to think that other companies would be left behind. But Toyota did not rush. It researched EVs, but also continuously worked on hybrid and hydrogen technology. The advantage of this strategy was that Toyota never presented EVs as a one-size-fits-all solution. They believed that every country's high-power needs were different. In some areas, EVs would be useful. In others, hybrids would be better, and in others, hydrogen fuel cells would be the best option. This thinking led Toyota to pursue all three technologies simultaneously: EVs, hybrids, and hydrogen. Toyota believes that relying solely on EVs is risky. Right now, battery supply, charging infrastructure, and raw materials are not equally available worldwide. However, combining hybrids and hydrogen can make vehicles accessible to more people. This is why when the world's attention was focused solely on EVs, Toyota launched the hydrogen-powered My Car. Another thing, Toyota has always focused on the mass market. Companies like Tesla start with high-end technology and then gradually scale down. But Toyota focuses directly on creating cars that the common man can afford. This is their biggest strategy. The Corolla, the Prius, and now the 17TH90 EV. All part of that philosophy. If we look at the current situation, Toyota's strategy seems absolutely correct. While companies like Tesla and BYD are buzzing in the EV industry, Toyota remains the world's largest car manufacturer. Their annual sales are in the tens of millions of units, and their global network is so strong that they can quickly bring any new technology to the masses. This means that Toyota isn't just making cars. It's gradually developing a complete mobility strategy by combining hybrid, hydrogen, and EV. They have set a roadmap for the next 10 to 20 years. And this is why whenever Toyota launches a new technology or product, the entire industry is shaken up. The 17TH992 surprise. What makes it different? When Toyota announced the price of its new electric car at just $17,999.99, it sent shockwaves through the market. People were surprised that while Tesla, BYD, and other companies were preparing to launch their entry-level electric cars for over $25,000, Toyota had suddenly launched such a low-cost car. Questions arose. How was such a low price possible? Is there a flaw? Or is Toyota playing a truly sophisticated game? Let's first address the price. Batteries are the most expensive component in the electric vehicle market. Even today, 30 to 40% of an electric car's total cost is spent solely on batteries. Tesla and other companies often use high-performance batteries, which are more expensive. However, Toyota has taken a smart approach to battery technology this time. According to rumors, the company has used LFP, lithium iron phosphate batteries, which are considered cheaper, more durable, and safer. While their performance may not be as good as Tesla's high-nickel batteries, they offer a long lifespan and are excellent for everyday use. This decision significantly reduced the car's price. The second major factor is local production. Toyota is the world's largest automaker and has manufacturing plants spread across the globe. They have factories in the US, Japan, Europe, and even countries like India and Thailand. This means the company can tailor local production to each market, reducing transportation and tax costs. While Tesla is still expanding its gigafactories, Toyota is already established in several countries. This local manufacturing is making this EV even more affordable. The third major factor is scale and supply chain. Toyota vehicles sell millions of units every year. Production on such a large scale automatically reduces parts costs. If a small EV company orders batteries, it has to pay a higher price. However, when a giant like Toyota purchases millions of batteries at once, the price is significantly reduced. This is why Toyota is able to source each part at a lower cost, making the car cheaper. Now, the question arises, is this due to subsidies? Yes, they play a role. Governments in many countries offer incentives and subsidies to promote EV adoption, such as tax credits in the US, green incentives in Europe, and the FAME scheme in India. Toyota has designed its EVs to ensure that customers reap the full benefits of these subsidies. This means the company has kept the price low, and the subsidies will make the car even more affordable. But batteries and subsidies alone aren't enough. Toyota has smartly optimized its technology. This doesn't mean features are being cut out. Rather, they focus on features that are essential for the mass market, such as basic but reliable autonomy, a user-friendly screen, safety features, and long battery life. Fancy features like autopilot or high-end luxury items have not been included yet to keep costs under control. The company has built a car on the principle of providing only the essentials and the right things. This is why this car is designed for every average customer, not just the premium segment. Compared to Tesla, Tesla has always focused on high-tech and innovation, which increases costs. Meanwhile, Chinese companies like BYD make affordable EVs, but their quality and durability are questionable. Toyota has struck a balance between the two, being both affordable and reliable. Most importantly, Toyota's move isn't limited to just one car, but is part of a larger strategy. The company wants EVs to no longer be a product exclusively for the wealthy, but to be affordable for every middle-class family. And once such a large population begins to shift to EVs, the entire market will change. Battery and range. The lifeblood of any electric car is its battery. The first questions people ask are, how long does it run on a single charge, and how quickly will it charge? The biggest highlights of Toyota's new 1,799 electron volts are its battery and range. These are the two things that set it apart from companies like Tesla and BYD. Let's first discuss battery technology. Currently, three types of batteries are most discussed in the automotive world: lithium-ion, LFP, lithium iron phosphate, and solid-state. Tesla mostly uses lithium-ion batteries, which have high energy density, meaning they provide more power and range, but they are also expensive. BYD has relied on LFP batteries, which are cheaper, safer, and more durable, but have a lower energy density. Toyota's strategy is slightly different. According to reports, Toyota has used a new generation of LFP batteries in this EV. LFP batteries are considered the most balanced option today. They are neither too expensive nor do they wear out quickly. Their biggest advantage is safety. There have been reports of battery explosions or fires in EVs, but LFP batteries prove to be quite reliable in this regard. Toyota has optimized these with more modern technology so they can store more charge and offer a longer range. This car can travel approximately 280 to 320 m 450-500 kilometers on a single full charge. This is a range comparable to Tesla's entry-level Model 3 and surpasses vehicles like BYD's Dolphin EV. And remember, all of this comes at a price of just $17,999. This is a significant advantage for the average customer as they no longer have to worry about range or search for a charging station every other day. Charging speed is also quite impressive. This Toyota EV features fast charging support, allowing the battery to be charged from 20% to 80% in just 35 minutes. This means that if you're on a long journey, your car will be capable of driving several hundred kilometers again by the time you need a cup of coffee or a short break. If you charge normally at home, the battery will easily be fully charged overnight. Infrastructure support is also part of Toyota's core strategy. The company understands that the biggest obstacle to EV adoption is the lack of a charging network. Tesla has established its own supercharging network, but it is limited to Tesla customers. BYD and other companies' charging networks are not yet as robust outside of China. Toyota is making a smart move here, partnering with third-party charging networks and government projects. This means customers will have easy access to charging wherever they go. Toyota is also focusing heavily on battery life and warranty. This EV is expected to offer a battery warranty of at least 8 years or 100,000 mAh. This will further boost customer confidence as battery replacement remains one of the most expensive costs in the EV world. Compared to Tesla and BYD, Tesla's vehicles focus on more high-tech features and premium batteries, which increases their price. While BYD produces affordable EVs, questions remain about the quality of their batteries and vehicles. Toyota has chosen a middle ground here. The batteries are safe, durable, and affordable with a sufficient range to ensure that customers are not disappointed. Another interesting fact, Toyota is also working on solid-state batteries in the coming years. If this technology becomes available, charging time could be reduced by 10 to 15 minutes and range doubles. Toyota has already announced its intention to become a leader in solid-state battery technology. This means that the 1,799 electron volts is just the beginning. The real explosion will come in the coming years. Production and cost advantage. When Toyota launched an EV for just 1,799, the biggest question was how affordable it was. While entry-level electric car from Tesla, BYD, and other companies cost $25,000 or more, Toyota surprised everyone by offering a car at almost half the price. The simple answer is Toyota's production and cost advantage strategy. First, let's understand why EVs are expensive. The batteries and electronic components account for the largest expense in electric vehicles. Battery manufacturing in particular requires rare metals like lithium, nickel, and cobalt, which are expensive and available in limited quantities. Tesla and many other companies use high-nickel batteries for greater performance, but this significantly increases costs. Toyota made a smart move here. They minimized the use of rare metals and complex designs. Instead, they chose inexpensive but durable LFP batteries which don't require expensive materials like nickel and cobalt. This automatically reduces costs. Another major reason is Toyota's simple and efficient design. While many companies try to add high-tech features such as advanced autopilot, large screens, and luxurious interiors, when developing EVs, Toyota has targeted this model for the mass market. This means it only includes features essential for everyday use: safety, basic technology, and a reliable battery. Costs were reduced by removing additional and expensive features. Now, let's turn to the biggest factor, Toyota's global production network. As one of the world's largest car companies, Toyota has factories in almost every major region: Asia, Europe, the Americas, and Africa. This directly benefits the company in manufacturing vehicles tailored to the local market. If the car is to be sold in the U.S., it will be assembled there. If it is to be sold in India, local production will take place there. This provides two advantages. First, transportation and tax costs are reduced. Second, parts are available at a cheaper rate from local vendors and supply chains. Furthermore, Toyota's scale is so large that it purchases parts in large quantities. For example, a small EV company ordering 50,000 batteries would have to pay a higher price. However, Toyota purchases millions of batteries at once, which provides bulk discounts and significantly reduces parts costs. This economy of scale is Toyota's true strength. Another reason is automation and lean manufacturing. Toyota's factories are renowned for their efficiency. Their Toyota production system is taught in management textbooks worldwide. It minimizes waste, optimizes every step, and maximizes the time and resources of everyone from machines to humans. This is why Toyota uses only the essential components to build a car and nothing extra. This significantly reduces costs. Compared with Tesla, Tesla is still working to expand its production scale. While its gigafactories have been built, they are not yet as widespread globally. Although BYD is large in China, its network abroad isn't as strong. Toyota, on the other hand, already has a global network. So, as soon as it introduces a new EV, it can expand it globally at a lower cost. Design and technology. The first thing that catches the eye when looking at any car is its design. Toyota's new 1799 may not be overly fancy, but it balances simplicity and practicality. Its look is clean and modern, appealing to people of all ages and backgrounds. The front of the car is quite sleek with narrow headlights and a smooth grille. Since it's an EV, it doesn't require large air intakes. So Toyota has designed it to be more clean and futuristic. Aerodynamics has also been given considerable attention. The car's shape has been designed to minimize airflow while driving. This has two benefits. First, battery consumption is reduced, which increases range. And second, the car's drive remains smooth. If you compare it to cars like the Tesla Model 3 or BYD Dolphin, it seems more simple but intelligent. Toyota has focused on usability rather than showmanship. Hey, Toyota understands that today people consider cars not just vehicles, but moving technology. Keeping this in mind, it features a smart touchscreen that handles navigation, music, calling, and connectivity. While not particularly large, it's small enough for both driver and passenger to use. Connectivity-wise, it supports both Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, meaning your smartphone will instantly connect to the car. A voice command feature is also provided, allowing you to control many functions without using your hands. Basic driving assistance features like lane keep assist, automatic braking, and parking sensors are also available. All the essentials that make everyday driving easy and safe are included. If you're looking for high-end technology like Tesla, like full autopilot or self-driving, you'll likely be disappointed. Toyota has designed this model to be a product accessible to the masses rather than a fancy show, and that's its biggest highlight. This means this EV is built on the made-for-mass-market concept. Tesla and other companies often launch expensive premium vehicles initially to build their brand image. However, Toyota has directly targeted the general consumer. The design and technology of this vehicle are designed to be affordable for any middle-class family. The interior quality is also noteworthy. It doesn't use expensive materials like leather, but the materials are strong and durable. The seats are comfortable and spacious, making it perfect for family. Toyota has balanced both technology and design in such a way that the car appeals to every segment of society. It's neither too simple to appear outdated nor so high-tech that the price is sky-high. This is a strategy Toyota specializes in creating vehicles that fit both the budget and need of the average person. The design and technology of this EV prove that Toyota has made it for everyone. Modern and smooth on the outside, connected and safe on the inside, and most importantly, all in a combination that keeps the price under $17,999. This is why it can truly be called a mass-market EV. Competition shocked Tesla, BYD, and others. The launch of Toyota's 1799 EV created a stir in the entire automobile industry. Its impact was greatest on the companies that had previously controlled the EV market. Tesla, BYD, and other giants are now forced to wonder how their strategies will hold up against such an affordable and reliable vehicle. First, let's talk about Tesla. Elon Musk has long been talking about introducing a low-cost EV called the Model 2. It's said to be priced around $25,000 and will be Tesla's first car aimed at the mass market. But now think, if Toyota already launches a $17,999 car, how expensive will Tesla's $25,000 car seem? Tesla certainly has a technology and branding, but for the average customer, price is the biggest factor. In this situation, Toyota's entry is putting Tesla's Model 2 under pressure even before its launch. Another problem for Tesla is that its focus is still heavily on high-tech and premium features. Its vehicles are known for high performance and advanced technologies like self-driving. But not every customer is willing to pay extra for these features, especially when a trusted brand like Toyota offers a basic and robust EV at such an affordable price. Now, let's turn to BYD. This Chinese company has become the world's largest EV manufacturer, and its strategy has always been cheap and high. Cars like BYD's Dolphin and Seagull are very popular in China because of their low price. But the problem is that questions about their quality and reliability persist. There have been numerous reports that the vehicle's durability and battery performance are not as strong as promised. This is where Toyota's advantage lies. Toyota's brand value and trustworthy reputation challenge companies like BYD. Customers know that once they buy a Toyota car, it will run for years without any major problems. And when that same trust is now available in the EV segment for just $172.99, many people may abandon BYD and choose Toyota. In addition to Tesla and BYD, American and European giants are also worried. Companies like Ford, GM, and Volkswagen have been trying to gain a foothold in the EV market for the past few years. Ford introduced EVs like the Mustang Mach and F-150 Lightning. GM worked on the Hummer EV and Chevrolet Bolt, and Volkswagen launched the ID series. But their prices mostly remain above $30,000. Now that Toyota has launched a 179.0 car, companies like Ford and GM will be under pressure to make their products cheaper. If they fail to do so, market share could gradually slip away. Especially in countries like the US and Europe, where people want EVs, they are still hesitant due to price. Volkswagen's situation is similar. It has placed a big bet on EVs and plans to reduce petrol and diesel vehicles by 2030. However, its vehicles are still in the premium segment. Toyota's affordable model will also force Volkswagen to rethink its strategy. Tesla may have to make its $25,000 car even cheaper. BYD will have to focus more on quality and reliability. And companies like Ford, GM, and Volkswagen may now have to completely change their pricing and production strategies. This means that one car has forced companies around the world to reconsider. This proves that the EV race is one not only on technology but also on price and reliability. And currently Toyota has emerged as the strongest player on both fronts. With the launch of Toyota's 1799V, the biggest question is whether it will be able to break Tesla's dominance. Until now, when the EV industry was mentioned, people always assumed Tesla was a leader. But Toyota's move has changed the game. Tesla's strength lies in its technology and brand, but Toyota has trust and access to the mass market. The competition is set to become even more interesting in the coming years. Not just EVs, but hybrids and hydrogen are also major players in this race. Toyota has already proven its ability to work on multiple technologies simultaneously with hybrids like the Prius and hydrogen cars like the MRA. In the next 10 years, we may see all three paths converge. EVs for cities and short trips, hybrids for long trips in developing countries, and hydrogen for places where charging infrastructure is difficult. This means the future won't be just EV only but multi-solution, and Toyota's experience could outweigh everyone else. This will have an impact on the entire global auto industry. American companies like Ford and GM will now have to sharply reduce prices. European companies like Volkswagen and Mercedes will have to consider whether they will focus solely on premium models or also enter the mass market. And Tesla will have to accept that it is no longer the sole EV king. The biggest suspense now is this. Is this just the beginning? Will Toyota launch even more affordable and advanced models in the coming years? Will Elon Musk and Tesla have to completely change their strategy? So, the decision is in your hands. Who do you think will win? Tesla with its high-tech strategy or Toyota with its mass market and reliability? Share your opinion in the comments. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to be the first to receive more such great auto and technology.